Camuxio would make a confession to you.
This one must ask Kind One for one's forgiveness. This one may promise to take Kind One to see Elder One, yes? But this one cannot. This one cannot because Elder One is not here. Elder One is not anywhere. Elder One went into forest yesterday but has not come back. This one is worried. Elder One often goes into forest, but never for this long. Kind One will help find Elder One, yes? Near where Elder One disappeared is home of Walking One named Buskaran. Buskaran may know what happened to Elder One. This one would talk to Buskaran, but Walking Ones do not always trust these ones. Would Kind One talk to Buskaran for this one? And Kind One comes from Gridania, yes? In Gridania live many Kind Ones, yes? This one begs of Kind One, please go to Gridania and ask fellow Kind Ones for help. And please hurry, these ones are not safe until Elder One returns.
Well, if it isn't our intrepid ambassador, how fares your diplomatic efforts with the Sylph tribes? The Elder's gone missing, you say? Why, if he were to end up in the hands of the Tempered Ones, we'd have a crisis on our hands. You can assure the Sylphs that my sharper-sided serpents will be on the lookout night and day. No stone must be left unturned. I would ask you to call upon Gamoko at Brantbench Meadows and deliver the message that the Wood Whalers are needed in the search effort.
A message from Commander Halois, you say? The Sylph Elder has vanished? Worry not, friend. The Wood Whalers have eyes under every leaf, behind every branch. If the Elder is anywhere in these forests, we shall find him. Buskaran is a good friend of ours, and there's no place like his for the latest gossip in the South Shroud. The Sylphs are known to avoid the South Shroud. What could have compelled the Sylph Elder to come here? The question of motive must wait. Finding him is our foremost priority. With things relatively calm over in Little Solace, we can focus our search effort on this area.
Well met, adventurer. We had the finest grog and grub this side of... Not here to fill your belly, then. Ah, hunger for news, is it? Aye, there's been talk of a sylph lurking hereabouts, but I couldn't rightly say if it be the elder you seek. 'Tis woodland scamps all look alike. Short of painting one red and another one blue, most folk would struggle to tell the two of them apart. If you have the time, I'm happy you can stay a while and see what the gods have in store. You never know. You might even stumble across this Sylph Elder yourself. Buscaron could use an adventurer to douse a fight brewing in his establishment. No word on the Sylph Elder yet, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time. In the meantime, how about doing a favor for old Buscaron in return? Right then, let's put you to work. There's a customer outside who's spoiling for a fight and I need you to cool him off for me. No need to go cracking any skulls though. Just take this tub of cold water and douse the drunkard. Tends to do the trick. My patrons can swill grog all night and carouse loud enough to wake the dead if they wish, but as soon as it turns violent, I've got to put my boot down.
What are you staring at? You want to keep them eyes on your face?
A wooden tub entrusted at Buscaron's druthers now filled with the brim of cool river water.
Ah, Nafika's teats, that's cold. What do you mean no fighting? This Duskrite scum was... Yeah, I know the rules. That bastard gets to keep his skin. For now.
Thanks for stepping in there, friend. Not that I couldn't handle myself against a bleating milksop like that bloke. And I don't want to cause no trouble for Buscaron. You know, having to mop up blood and bits of teeth and the like. Nicely done, Raide. I'd not have my patrons picking fights with each other over a petty prejudice. In case you didn't see, the bloke who caught the brunt of that outburst is a Duskrite Ellison. There are people who shun cities and live in the wilds, making them no better than brigands in the eyes of many. To be fair, the Duskrites can be an unruly lot, but they ain't so bad once you get to know them, and it don't seem right to bar a whole race of people from the druthers for a misdeeds of a few. There should be at least one place where anyone willing to pay the coin and drink in peace is welcome, don't you think? The eponymous proprietor of Buscaron Druthers has need of an able adventurer. I appreciate all the good you've done for our patrons. If you aren't disinclined, I have a favor of my own to ask you. There's a Kikrin friend of mine, you see, the name of Tetrun, a good lad. It was right after the calamity that I came across him fallen in the shroud. He nearly died in the havoc, so I took him in and nursed him back to health the best I could. He worked here at my druthers for a spell after that, got to talking about striking out on his own, he did, and not long after cast his lot with a merchant bound for La Nocia. Well, it just so happened I got cleaning up around here and I came across something of his, a scarlet earring. I know he was fond of the thing, but he must have forgotten it when he left, so I'd like to see that he gets it to him. Can't say for sure where he ended up, but a friend of mine can, a Rodigan fellow named Bane Singh. You can find him on Hawker's Alley in Limsa Lamensa. He knows everything about the comings and goings of merchants there.
You're hiding your way to Hawker's Alley, friend. A Kikrin that worked at the druthers. Ah, you speak of Tetrun. Related to that Kyokrun bloke just over there by some blood or another. Two of them put it in together and were making good coin, but old Tetrun up and left Limsa not long ago. Couldn't say it is why or where. You're better off asking Kyokrun himself. He can be a bit tight-lipped, though. I warn ye, best to take this chicken egg with ye. Little bastard loves the bloody things. Heh, good to hear about old Busk, though. Sounds like he ain't changed a bit. Just liking to send a venture along, too shy to come his own self. Gods, I miss drinking with that fool. Customer be welcome. Not customer, not come with custom. QQ room busy with business. Too busy for blather.
If one were so inclined, the freshness of this egg could be checked by placing it in a container of water. Were it to lay on its side, it would most certainly flash. Should the egg float, however, it may be possessed by a void scent and should be smashed with extreme prejudice.
Chicken egg! QQ love chicken egg! Love chicken egg more than love customer! Looking for Titaroon? Titaroon no here no more. Titaroon leave Flimson. Titaroon go look for sparklies. Now working at trading post. Good trading post. Forget where trading post is. Weinberg no Titaroon. Weinberg no trading post. Weinberg at ferry docks. You go to ferry docks. QQ forgets things. Weinberg remembers things. You talk to Weinberg, not QQ.
Tetaroon? I seen him. That is to say, I saw him. He was heading somewhere up north, by way of the ferry to Aleport. Might as well head there and see what you can suss out. The skipper here can take you there. When you arrive, I'd start by asking Aldfoit. He's an old head what knows a great deal about great many things. Swear to God, this game's gonna kill my voice. I do it for you, good listeners. My horrible voice acting, I'm sure, adds depth and breadth to this game that wouldn't otherwise possess. Tataroon? I saw him. That is to say, I seen him. He took himself north through Skull Valley into Oakwood. Was looking for a place run by his fellow Kickerin. I reckon he meant the one right on the shore of Bronze Lake. Memberoon's trading post. Follow the road and you're sure to find it.
Customer, be welcome. Not customer, not come with custom. Bring something for Tetaroon.
A weathered brass earring fitted with a polished scarlet stone, a favorite of the forgetful Kirin Tetaroon.
Tetaroon, forget this. Forget that, druthers. Tetaroon swore would never forget earring, but never forgot. Tetaroon, thank. Tetaroon, thank. Good Buskaroon, doing good? Good Buskaroon, good to Tetaroon. Tetaroon, miss good Buskaroon.
Tetaroon has places for you to go and thingies for you to get.
Good Buskaroon, help Tetaroon. Tetaroon dead without good Buskaroon. Must give thankies, many thankies. Tetaroon make cooker and firewater for Buskaroon. Buskaroon love firewater. You help Tetaroon make firewater? Need thingies to make. Need many thingies. Need Corel pup whiskers. Need 3 good Corel pup whiskers.
Whoops, I wasn't supposed to ride that yet. There you go. Ignore that mount. It was nothing. You saw nothing.
Tetraroon make firewater for Beskaroon. You bring thingies for Tetraroon need? You brought all thingies. Tetraroon bring firewater now. Make good firewater for good Beskaroon. Tetraroon start making firewater now. Good firewater take time. More time, more good. You come back later.
Tetraroon appears to have finished his gift for Beskaroon.
Tetraroon make firewater. Good firewater. You take the Beskaroon. Good firewater for good Beskaroon. Tell Beskaroon no drink now. Tell put away for 1 year. 1 year make best flavor. Tetraroon hope Beskaroon happy. Tetraroon gives Beskaroon thankies. Many thankies. You tell Beskaroon. Tetraroon make big shop one day. Biggest shop in yours yet. Make many sparklies. All thanks to good Beskaroon.
Ah, you returned. Thank you for seeing Tetraroon's belongings to him. What's this? For me? A foul brew that is made by tossing various items found in the wild, both live and dead, into a barrel of water and then letting the concoction ferment for a sennight under the warm sun. Kikirin Firewater, so he remembers my fondness for the drink, does he? Why, that old... bloody hells, who's cutting onions back there? He says to shelve it for a year, does he? That sounds about right. I hate to have to wait, but I reckon it will be worth it. The stuff has an aroma and body unlike any other drink I know. It's gonna be a long year. What say you come back then, friend? We'll see if we can't make it through this bottle together. If Beskaroon had his druthers, he'd have an adventurer of whom to share talk of Sylphs. There was word while you were away. Sylphs were seen in the wood, but near no lands of their own. No, this place was near to here, a place we've never known a Sylph to come. Something must have given them cause to venture this far. More than the like, the missing Sylph Elder is among them. Here, I marked the tract where they were sighted on your map. Go see if there's anything to be seen. So was there aught to be found in the wood? What did you come to? Garleans? In this part of the Dwell's Wood? First Sylphs and now Garleans, and all in the same place. It cannot be mere coincidence. Might the Garleans been following the Sylphs, tracking them or giving chase, mayhap? But no, not this far in the forest. The Whaler spires are everywhere. Imperials could never have stolen past all of them. How in the bloody hells could they... Unless someone guided them through. Someone who knew where the spires stand and when the Whalers watch. Gridanian traitor. Buscaron has more work for a willing adventurer. I'm glad you come, friend. There's something I want to talk to you about. You know, I said I thought we might have a traitor in our midst. Someone as was aiding the Garleans. Well, I'm thinking I may have identified our suspect. There's a regular of mine who used to dine on thin soup and sip his pint on account of not being able to afford another, but as of late he's taken to ordering my best wines and the finest cuts of meat I can lay my hands on. Were I a merchant, I probably think nothing of it, but this lad's a wood whaler. And wood whalers don't earn that kind of coin. By chance, I was musing on where the money was coming from when you first told me about the Garleans in the forest, and I couldn't help putting two and two together. Suffice it to say, if a whaler's working for the Empire, none of us are safe. The lad I'm talking about goes by the name of Laurentis. Last I heard, he was in the South Shroud. Find him, Raide, and if he is up to no good, put an end to it. And him, if it comes to that. Whoops, there I go again. Bad me. Can you not see I'm on patrol? Be gone. If you have business with the whalers, take it to the barracks. Not long now. To think the patrol routes and rations have fetched such a price. No more than I deserve, though. It's little wonder the Empire has risen to such heights. If only the whalers paid men where they're worth. You! What did you... How long have you... Help! 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 Please come quick, my friends! It is I, Laurentis! I am under attack! How did you just... I know nothing. I was on patrol. He just appeared. I thought you were working for the Garleans. How long do you mean to keep this up? What is it that you imagine I've done? Enough! Enough, I say! It's over then. I sold maps and rations to the Empire. It was I. I meant no harm. I only wanted the coin. The whalers are good, strong. I was proud to join their ranks. Am proud. But they do not provide. They preach justice, honor, duty, but in the end, it is those with money who do as they will, who live as they will. So I sought an opportunity to change my fortunes and took it. All I've done for money. Endangered myself, my home, everything and everyone I love. Why, my actions have put your life in danger too. Though you do not realize how much. Bloody idiot, did you imagine you had me cornered here? me? It is not I who is cornered. Garlands, I brought the here bastard! Permit me a question, if you will. Are all adventurers so deluded as to believe they can challenge the power of Garlemald? You would need a veritable mountain of guilt to fund such an endeavor, such as the cost of fighting great power, or of making it, or of remaking it, as we will Gridania. So that's the way of it. Swapped your hard bunk at the barracks for a feather bed in Garlemald, did ye? You there, her. You stand here at old Busk Wish, no? Then you don't stand alone.
You mean this stand against the mighty empire with this red belly rabble at your side? Ha!
Your eyes betray your words, coward. You know full well the whalers fear the wasp's sting. After these drinks drink your blood, I'll see that they're cut down and burned.
Show them what happens to those who oppose the empire.
If this is a fight Buskran wants won, then the Curl Claw shall fight it.
How? Why? You scum have no allegiances.
So this is to be my end.
How has it come to this? Impossible! How did you best the Empire's finest? And with bandits and poachers at your side? They are your sworn enemies. Why do they fight with you and not against you? But I know the answer only too well. Buskaron, this is his doing. His words are wont to inspire men to act. Better men than I. Gods, what have I become? What have I done? I am sorry. No more will I pursue this folly. No more lies. No more bribes. I will go to the Order of the Twin Adder and confess my crimes. There is something I'd like you to tell Buskaron. Tell him Laurentis the Fool says thank you. I feel as though a veil has been I feel though as a veil has been lifted from before my eyes. Laurentis confessed to his crimes. I just had word from the Twin Adder. Seems he marched straight into the nest and gave himself up. Lad's had quite a life, you know. His mother was killed by a brigand when he was only small. As a young man, he joined the Whalers, hoping to spare his fellow Gridanians the misery he'd known growing up. Trouble is, protecting Gridania is too big of a job for one man, and he came to believe that he couldn't make a difference, that it was hopeless.
There are few things more dangerous than desperation, and a man lost in the dark is easily drawn to the glimmer of coin. I reckon he thought if he couldn't change the lot of his fellow men, he might as well change his own. Thing is, he was making a difference, just not at his own. Somehow he failed to grasp one simple truth, that those things we cannot do alone, we must do together. Eh? He asked you to thank me, did he? Then there's good in him yet. I just hope that them at the Adder's Nest are able to see it. What he's done ain't easy to forgive, but I'd like to think he'd be afforded a chance to make amends. But let us leave fates to the 12. I have other news for you, Raide. The Sylph Elder has been found.
Buscaron has reliable information regarding the whereabouts of the Sylph Elder.
It's taken us a fair old while, but I finally got our hands on some reliable information concerning the whereabouts of your missing green friend.
Ahem, his name is Phrixio, and he is the eldest amongst the Sylphs of Little Solace. Long has he represented his kind in dialogue with the Gridanians. Yes, he's like a bridge between us and them. A small, leafy, green bridge that we can't find at the moment. And bridges are no use if you don't know where they are. That's why it's so important that we find him.
There's an abandoned dungeon called the Thousand Eyes of Toto-Rak here in the South Shroud. 'Twas by the entrance to the place that Phrixio was seen, and not long ago neither. If you hurry, I reckon you'll find him.
Wacky ones, please help this one. This one needs help. Needs help to help Elder One. Poor Phrixio. Poor Phrixio.
Whoa. Hold your chocobos. Take a deep breath and tell us what's wrong, nice and slow.
Elder One went to Toto-Rak, but has not returned. This one's so worried, so very worried.
And you're right to be. The place fair crawls with nasties wanting to make a meal of anyone daft enough to wander in. What in the seven hells was he thinking entering that bloody death trap?
Elder One had no choice. Imperial ones were chasing Elder One. Please, Wacky ones must help Elder One. Help Elder One now. The fates conspire against us. Forgive my pragmatism, but Phrixio is our best hope of reaching an accord with the Sylphs. If we were to lose him, all our efforts thus far will have been for naught. I will tend to our runes. Ida, make haste to Adder's Nest and request assistance. Understood. Raide, go to the Thousand Eyes of Toto-Rak and see that Phrixio comes to no harm. Peace between man and Sylph rests upon your success.
By order of the Elder Seer, the dungeon known as the Thousand Eyes of Toto-Rak has been placed under the control of... What? The Sylph Elder is inside? Are you sure of this? How the seven hells did he manage to sneak by? God strike me down as a purblind fool! You must find the Sylph Elder before he falls prey to the fiends within. Entrance to Toto-Rak is ordinarily restricted, but these are exceptional circumstances. Pray assemble a rescue party and enter as soon as you are ready.
An ill wind blows through here. Let us hurry and be about our business. First Spear Raide, Toto-Rak Expedition Notes 1. Dangerous fauna encountered upon entering cave. Culling as permission parameters. Expect to encounter more as we press deeper. Fear not, I will deal with its poison. First Spear Raide, Toto-Rak Expedition Notes 2. Engage with sizable fiend. Successful in exterminating, but casualties mounting. Must consider turning back if situation worsens.
darkness.
Elko hitra buglo hads. Seastapon Rajyadorn. Thagon Welrog. Tosan Opaiki. Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest crude tongue. We meet at last. I am Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true God. Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing. It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
The dark minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo. Yes, yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
Here, feel the presence of evil.
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
That tail looks like trouble. fresh air. Mayhap not so fresh, but better than before. Ah, Sinister One is gone. This one can leave this awful place. Did Walking One vanish, the many-legged one? This one is grateful to Walking One. This one is called Frixio, eldest of these ones of little solace.
Alpha Squad reporting, sir. Nothing to note at Lark's Call, sir.
Understood. Return to Area 12. Damn it all, where is that accursed icon hiding? No sign of our wizened friend. I'm afraid not, my lord. Shall I order the search perimeter be expanded? Absolutely not. We risk alerting the Gridanians to our presence. His Excellency bid us avoid any unnecessary confrontation. Low though I am and admit it, I have found no evidence to success that Ramu will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. I ask you, what good is a god who does not grant one's wishes? Were I a sylph, I would strongly consider finding myself another idol. Which reminds me, what of the sylphs we captured? A handful of them seemed to be in reasonably good health when I last looked. Apologies, my lord. I fear we have been overzealous in our efforts to compel them to summon their icon. Really, Centaurian? Were you not aware that vegetables bruise easily? It is well that I did not entrust you with the important task of making my dinner. Well, mayhap it was a kindness. Better death in truth than dead to one's own god, I suppose, if you believe in such things. Dawn is upon us. Make ready to withdraw. Useless. We are so close to completion, I can fair taste it. But at this rate... No, I must be patient. Our efforts will bear fruit in due time. What was it you always said? Ah, yes. Though it mean bringing down the very heavens, who shall challenge the limits of possibility if not we. In that alone you are right, Garland. But your star has long fallen, where mine doth begin to rise. And it shall burn so bright that Lord Von Belsaw's ultimate weapon will seem a mere candle beside it.
Those walking ones did for Noxia. This one is certain of it. This one fears that other taken ones are also suffered the same fate. This one is convinced walking ones have black hearts, seek only to harm these ones. Walking ones are not to be trusted. Now, Noxia, do not pass judgment too hastily. Not all walking ones are alike. Though there are evil ones among the walking ones, there are good ones also. Does walking one feel unwell? This one would know what brings walking one to this place. came to this one's rescue at Noraxia's bidding, then this one owes Walking One debt of gratitude. Walking One has questions about Lord Ramu? Then this one will provide answers. But first, let these ones quit this lightless place. This one will return to Little Solace. When Walking One is ready, please come to see this one. These ones may speak properly then. Then it is settled. Let this one accompany Walking One outside.
Ah, you're back. Tell me the Sylph Elder as well. Thank the gods for that. I don't rightly know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I'm full glad Frixio didn't come to any harm. But there I go, tempting fate. Run over to Little Solace and secure us peace with the Sylphs before all else befalls us, eh? Rest assured, I'll send word to our friends in Shirley and the Twin Adder both. You've done Gridania a great service this day, lad, and earned yourself a place of honor here at the Druthers in so doing. Be sure to come by whenever you feel like a drop of Kakir in firewater.
Buscaron has something he wants delivered to the Sylphs.
Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you to see delivered to the Sylphs of Little Solace. This is Zemia Rose Oil. It's a gift to celebrate the safe return of their tribe's elder, and a token of Gridania's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them ours to keep the wood safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the Sylphs as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together, and the Twelves would with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of the hope that both Gridanian and Sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness.
A gift from Walking One Buscaron? A gift for these ones?
A fragrant oil pressed from freshly harvested Azima rose hips.
Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking One Buscaron and Venturing One are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many Walking Ones are scary. Many Walking Ones utter many lies and much deception. But this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever.
Camuxio wants you to discuss peace for Frixio.
This one has been expecting Walking One. This one fetches Elder One. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to the home of these ones. Ah, there you are, Raide. We've just been hearing tales of your deeds of daring do. Well done. Ah, Walking Ones who aided Noraxia. This one is grateful. A pleasure to have been of service. If you don't mind me asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking One calls them, of this one began when Imperial Ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial Ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and Imperial Ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Toto-Rak, but that this one had not. In Toto-Rak, a sinister one robed in black tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. A sinister one robed in black? Why do I have the feeling I should be more worried about that than I am?
Elder Frixio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seedseer.
This one sees. So the Walking Ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramu.
Plainly put, yes. Your people summoned the Lord 11 but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm.
But it's not if Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one knows well and respects Horned One Connie Senna. Be assured, the Walking Ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramu to protect the wood from Imperial Ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramu was summoned, and all those ones who took part became Touch Ones. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know how. Still do not know. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones, and did know how, so this one fled to little solace with all those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramu. But Walking Ones and Gridanian need not fear Touched Ones or Lord Ramu. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramu is not callous and cruel. As long as Walking Ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland where Touched Ones reside, Walking Ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of Touched Ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. As this one said, these ones desire peace with Walking Ones of Gridania, and so these ones would ask for a chance to set things right. By way of addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities embodied of the primal in question. In the case of the Sylphs, Ramu's influence made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they're so hostile toward trespassers, but what about the abductions?
A fine question, Nita. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered Sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Mu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold, a timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Frixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the Sylphs are united in their desire for peace.
Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One Connie Senna.
And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramu to rest.
The Sylph Elder is very reasonable, I must say. You can learn a lot from him.
Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable.
Anyway, we're going to head back to the Waking Sands and tell Minfilia all about it.
Fear not. We'll be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this. And while we see to that, we should appreciate if you would deliver Frixio's missive to the Adder's Nest. Elder Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor.
is this one's. Together let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Please wait, Walking One Raide. This one has yet to give Walking One a token of this one's appreciation. When these ones summoned Lord Ramu, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon Walking One, as symbol of one's trust, these one's trust. This one was not mistaken about Walking One. Walking One is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within Walking One has enveloped the crystal this one saw. Mark this one well. The crystal will one day be of use to Walking One. Walking One must keep crystal safe at all times. Before Walking One returns to Gridania, this one would ask Walking One to watch Touched Ones. So long as Touched Ones are not troubled, Touched Ones will not make trouble. If Walking One witnesses Touched Ones making no trouble, mayhap Walking One can testify to Walking Ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe places to look out for Touched Ones.
There are tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense they pose a danger if left alone.
Ah, if it isn't Raide. How went the meeting with the Sylphs?
Fluid lettering of little Solace Elder Frixio is as beautiful as it is unintelligible.
A missive from the Sylph Elder himself, if I may. So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor that they intend to summon Ramu. And as long as we leave the Tempered Ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Seedseer will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures. And in the knowledge they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources toward tackling more conspicuous threats to our security. You have done this nation a great service, my friend. On behalf of all Gridanians, I give you my thanks.
Commander Halua appears to have more to say.
The Sylphic folk have long been friends to Gridanian. The mere thought of being war with them had pained the elder Seedseer to no end. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being a benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the signs of the seventh dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may have well led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Monfilia.
Hello? Hello, Raide? Can you hear me? It is I, Monfilia. Ida and Papalimo... Excuse me. Ida and Papalimo returned some while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Thanks in a large part to you, the name of the one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done! Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. I will apprise you of the present situation in person.